Romo and the Cowboys hope to bounce back from that Monday night debacle as they head to Baltimore to play the Ravens. The Ravens are coming off a less than stellar 9-6 victory against the Chiefs. Their defense hasn't been the same this season, so they've been leaning on Flacco in the offense a lot more. And the Cowboys haven't looked like that team that took down the current Super Bowl champs in Week 1. Romo looks horrible, and their defense made Jay Cutler look elite. This has potential to be a close one, but I'm going to go with the Ravens to edge out the Cowboys.
Alright, the first game we're doing is Dallas traveling to Baltimore. The Cowboys didn't look that great against the Bears, throwing 5 interceptions, and that's definitely not how you win a game. So I'm going to say no to Romo and go with the Ravens. The Ravens defense is definitely going to pick apart Tony Romo, no doubt about it. Ray Rice will help Joe Flacco out in the passing game, seeing as their last win over the Chiefs ended up in a very low-scoring game with 0 touchdowns, 6-9. The Kansas City Chiefs actually ran 100 yards in the first half against the Ravens, and that hasn't happened in a while, but I don't see a very strong running back coming from the Dallas backfield, so Dallas is definitely going to have to throw it in the air, and that's where Baltimore is going to take the W.
It's a rematch of last year's amazing NFC Championship game when the Giants head to Candlestick Park to play the 49ers. The Giants took down the Browns with ease 41-27, and the 49ers destroyed the Bills 45-3. This is extremely difficult. Both teams have great defenses and solid offenses. I'd say the 49ers have home field advantage, but that didn't really matter when they lost to the Giants last year. In my opinion, these are the two best teams in the NFC, but in the end, I'm going to go with the 49ers to win. However, I got a feeling this ain't going to be the last time these two teams see each other this season.
This is the one that I've been waiting for, the rematch of the century, the Giants at the 49ers. Last year's NFC Championship, this is what is going to go down in history as probably one of the greatest revenge games of all times, seeing as the Giants beat the 49ers last year, but this time I'm taking the 49ers over the Giants. The 49ers have way too many weapons for that Giants defense to hold down, and same goes for the Giants, but when it comes to the whole who's playing better at this point in the season, it's definitely the 49ers. I mean, the Giants, yeah, they won against the Browns, but it is the Browns, number 32 in the league. And they lost to the Eagles, so definitely the Eagles did not play well against the Steelers this past Sunday. So I'm definitely going to say that the revenge goes to the 49ers.
Sunday Night Football brings us a potential Super Bowl preview as the Packers take on the Texans. The Packers are coming off a surprising loss to the Colts as Mason Crosby missed the potential game-tying field goal. And the Texans still come off to me as the best team in the league right now as they seem the most complete. This will be a true test for the Texans, and the Packers have a chance now to bounce back and prove they're a top-tier team. But I'm going to go with the Texans on this one. It's in Houston, and the Packers defense has to stand up against a tough Texans offense.
Alright, it's time to separate the men from the boys. This game is going to show us whether the Packers are still elite or the Texans are truly legit, going 5-0 after beating the Jets on Monday night. The Packers are coming off an embarrassing loss to Andrew Luck and the Colts, while the Texans are coming off a pretty hot streak of 5-0, just like the Atlanta Falcons, and are the second team in the NFL to be undefeated. I think the Packers are going to rebound against the Texans in this one. Aaron Rodgers is definitely going to be extremely pissed off about the Colts loss, so he's definitely going to take it out on the Texans defense, which I think will do okay against Aaron Rodgers, but I just think he's going to be so upset about the whole loss against the Colts that he's just going to start throwing it in the air and just getting TD after TD after TD.
Bragging rights for the top team in the AFC West is up for grabs as the Broncos head to San Diego to face off against Phil Rivers and the Chargers on Monday Night Football. Both teams are coming off losses. The Broncos fell to Tom Brady and the Pats, while the Chargers gave the Saints their first win of the season. These teams are very inconsistent to me. First they look explosive, then next thing you know, they can't find a way to score or make any big plays. This will be a low-scoring, close game, but Manning is going to be the game changer, so I'll take the Broncos to win and take first place in the West.
Chargers suck, Philip Rivers sucks, he's awful. Broncos.
For my upset, I'm going with the Lions to beat the Eagles. The Eagles lost in the final minutes against Pittsburgh last week, and the Lions are coming off a bye as they've started out at a disappointing 1-3 record. The Steelers exposed the Eagles and Vic after forcing 3 fumbles, so if Detroit can come back from this bye well rested and healthy, I think they can take some lessons from the Steelers D and beat the Eagles in a shocker.
My upset special is the Tennessee Titans over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh's traveling to the Titans in a Thursday night matchup, which I think the Titans are due for an upset after that embarrassing loss to Christian Ponder and the Minnesota Vikings. I think primetime is going to show the world what the Titans can do, and it is an upset pick, so don't comment and be like, oh my god, you're a idiot just because you picked the Titans over Pittsburgh. It's supposed to upset people, so you mad, bro? Anyway. Pittsburgh played a very solid game against the Eagles, even though Ben threw 0 touchdowns. They did get Rashard back. They did get Troy and James Harrison back, but James was being switched out every other play to make sure he was okay, and Troy got hurt again. So I think that's definitely going to play a factor in the game, but Chris Johnson really needs to pick it up for this Titans team because he was the face of the team. You know, Jake Locker's hurt now, so he really needs to put that team on his back and carry them for more than 24 yards a game.
Alright folks, got a quick shame report this week as only one person really made themselves look stupid. I Love You Jesus Forever 95, awesome name bro, left us several comments, most of them referring to how great the Cardinals were, saying they were Super Bowl bound, they were the #1 defense. Again, stop making up stats and actually take the time to see where they rank. Well guess what, they lost to the Rams on Thursday night. I could just hear all the Cardinals fans screaming,
No God! No God, please no! 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 No!
I really think this is going to be the beginning of their slide in their division and the NFC. Also, Jesus Forever said that the Eagles were going to upset the Steelers. Wrong! So good job, man, on being 0-2 and failing to do your homework on top defenses.
I don't normally do this, but since it is, I don't know, I kind of wanted just to give a shout out to this one kid, big fella kid. He was commented on Week 5 video asking a very good question about the Rams and how they're doing and how he's proud of them. And, you know, everybody was commenting like, oh, the Cardinals are going to go 5-0, you'll see. But anyway, this kid, he was like all about the Rams, being very nice, respectful and everything, tons of faith in his team. And his team pulled out the W. So you know what? I'm very happy for him. Everybody else should be happy for him. Comment on his channel. You know, tell him like, good job, man. Rams did awesome. Whatever. Your defense showed up. But anyway, the Cardinals are now 4-1, so that'll hop off their bandwagon.
The T-Pops Upset Pick of the Week. The Seattle Seahawks.
Let us know in the comments below. Every week we will give a shout out to those who prove us wrong.
You can only prove us wrong in one game, so choose wisely.
Subscribe for weekly NFL picks. Thanks again for watching.